Hello everyone, Teacher Gaming here. Welcome back to another video on DC Dark Legion. Today I want to talk about the stores and also the gem, the premium currency, how we're gonna spend that, and also some of the pop-up offers that's gonna happen and just my general process and feeling about the game now that I'm roughly 3 weeks in. So if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So I want to start off by talking about the pop-up offers that we're gonna get. If you play this game, you are gonna be getting a ton of them. Now, do note that my currency is in Danish kroner, so if you're wondering what is it, you should just probably divide it by 7, and then you should have your dollar or euros offer. So, but I want to talk about the offers because they pop up a lot and they really try to get you to be a spender and spend light and pop up overall, and they are also doing a fairly decent job with that due to the fact that we have this that they want to give us Hal Jordan, and that is the only way to get him. Now, personally, right off the bat here, if I do manage to get somewhere, I don't think I want to go above target 4. I would love to have the jet, but other than that, I don't really feel like anything else. Like, it's not something I'm in the rush of, and I do buy a little bit here and there from time to time. And the offers I buy, this one is actually a pretty good one to start off with. Mythic Champion Bundle. They give you one when they start the game, new service, etc. And then they give here where we get a cheap offer, then we get some free stuff, then we get another offer that increases a little bit, and then it just keeps going and they tell us how much percentage it's worth. Now, on this Mythic Champion Bundle, for me, I wouldn't go above here. Like, I don't need the gems. I'm sitting at 13k. I've already bought for Interstellar Visitor the anvils for 3000 gems, and I'm still sitting on 13k. So for me, this year, no, I don't want to spend on it. If I were to spend, I would be getting my anvils because that's probably the biggest realization that I've come to over 3 weeks. How important these anvils are and the lack of them. Like, and it's kind of a problem for me. Like, I'm sitting on 13,500 gems, and I cannot really do anything with them in the bleed where we get the best characters. Now, I haven't been that lucky. I only have Superman 5 White Stars. Not gonna pull more for him because I want to focus on Joker, my future squad, what I want to build. Despite the fact that Superman is great, they're both great, but also the fact that there's coming other champions down the line. So, yeah. Interstellar Visitor, let's talk about that next because that's also something that pops up and it tells us buy the one for 500 and also buy the one for 2500. Get the 40 anvils. The others, I wouldn't go for it. Honestly, I really wouldn't go for it. And then we have all the other pop-up offers. Sometimes they give you a pop-up offer for, I think it's 5 anvils for $2. That's probably the one that I'm buying the most if I do buy any offers because honestly, it's like buying an energy drink at a store or something like that. It's even cheaper. So yeah, that is if I buy something, but I'm not even buying it every single day. So let's head over to the store. And I've been thinking a lot this week. What do I want to do with my gems? So of course, first off, always buy the stuff that's free and cash because we're swimming in that. It's insane. These here, um, these mother boxes here, I like them, but I would buy them above 200%. But they're not mandatory. If you get them to above 300%, I believe then it's down to 90 gems. It's if it's 333%. I would buy that. I just did one before the store refreshed, so I would buy that. Also, always, if this one pops up here, free for 180, I would definitely buy that. But I've also come to the realization that I think during a week I want to be buying some of these as well because gems are mainly spent on anvils. Like you can speed stuff up from time to time. Like I could speed up my war room, but look at this. I'm so far behind with raising my level cap on my units. Like I can get to 260, but I only have one there, and there's a bottleneck there. I want to do another video on that. You can always let me know in the comments down below. How do you feel about any bottlenecks? Have you experienced them as free to play or whale even? Like, I'm sure there are some bottlenecks that whales run into as well. So the one for 60 gems and also the free for 180, always buy them to 200%. But I'm starting to feel more after watching Quantum and Unstable saying you shouldn't buy these. And I've been really careful with my gems these first few weeks, but now I'm sitting at like, I have another week left until I can do Interstellar Visitor again. I will get gems during the week, so I'll probably be above 10,000 gems when I buy Interstellar Visitor next time. And that's what I want to have my buffer zone at. Other than that, I don't really feel there's anything. Like these mother boxes here, you could because you can get some mythic shards. Here, legendary quality, nope, not really. I can just go down and I can craft that in my armory, so why should I spend on that when I can get it for free elsewhere? And that's basically what I would say you should get with the mystery store with your gems. So the next store I want to talk about is League Store, and that's actually a really interesting one for me because there's only one thing to buy here, and that is your quantum components. Basically, that's it. That's all I think you should buy here, quantum components. But there's no reason to go down and buy them for 2,000. Like, they will pop up here at a discounted price from time to time. Now, you could buy Flash, but honestly, like, those shards, one shard for what you get is just so not worth it. You want to buy quantum components, and I would say if you're not doing that, you're doing something wrong in this game. You want to boost your jet, it helps the guild that you're in, it helps every single event that you want to do, that you want to get gems for as a guild. Therefore, this is your priority. Must spend here, don't really care about anything else. Like, really, if you were unable to do anything and you were missing a few points that this intel points here could give you for the Supreme Commander on day one, okay, I would go ahead and buy that one of them, but that's only if I really couldn't get it anywhere else, and I should be able to do that with drones. So there, just buy the quantum components and don't do anything else for the time being. Hopefully there will be some more in this League store. Meta Brawl is interesting. As you can see, there's something that's sold out because I really need that. I need chips for my research, and then I need my stims. Stims I actually feel are really nice, also because they're a good way to do that. And Meta Brawl always do that. It's fun to some extent. Um, it's interesting, but a lot of teams are the same for the time being, as it's early on. I am starting to see a little bit more variety. But yeah, if you want to buy something, buy this. Don't buy gear. Really don't buy it. Like, you can craft it. And then what I suggest you do is actually use save for Raven. Now, Master Group is something that is unlocked as the game goes along. The servers, our server is not there yet, 214. But I want to buy Raven because when it comes down the line in the future, Justice League Dark is a really good team, and Raven is actually really interesting. I've seen them, tested them in Darkest Timeline, of course, where they get buffs, stats, etc. But I feel Raven is a really good component for that because she can swap, she can do some heal, so she's that third member for them. And so I want to be buying her. I have considered Bane because I like Arkham Most Wanted, and I want to do an Arkham Most Wanted with Legion of Doom, and there's only really one tank there in Scarecrow, who I hope is the next premium for the bleed system. So, but yeah, I'm not buying him yet because I feel in the long term, Justice League Dark is probably gonna be one of the best teams, if not the best team out there, depending on also what happens. So there is that. So I would suggest in Meta Brawl, you wait until you can get into Masters Group, and until that time, just buy the chips so you can get more research and buy them so you can level up. Definitely do that. Here, um, the magic eyes, just save them. 200, save until you get to 200. And I think most people would say if you have Superman 5 White Star, which I believe everyone should be, even totally free to play due to how many gems we get early on, Interstellar Vista, everything, you should be able to get a Superman 5 white stars. And yeah, I think his cape is actually really, really, really good. Even though I want to do Joker first and I hope to get him to blue stars, I will probably still buy Superman's cape first because Superman is just such a good plug and play. Um, Other content creators are really covering him well, so I don't want to cover that. But yeah, here, just get the items that you know you want. I wouldn't buy the hammer for Harley probably because I'm actually a little bit disappointed with how she's been performing considering she was touted as so important. I feel if I could go back and retrace my steps, I would do Ivy over Harley early on, just for what what the two characters can do in overall gameplay. And then Worldline, I would say you just stockpile these until you can buy Magic Eyes because they are the hardest to come by. So Worldline, you do Magic Eyes, House of Secret, Superman first, and then I would say it's up to whatever character. If there's someone that you are really holding all your anvils for and you want to go deep into, I would then suggest that character. But otherwise, I would definitely say Joker second. Meta Brawl again, chips and stims, and then wait until Raven comes out. The League, quantum components at a discounted price up here. Um, can buy them down here though if you feel like you are close to doing that. And also do remember to participate in the Umbral Rifts where you can also get these. So yeah, they're really a limited currency. And mystery here, I would say, yeah, just so we have them. I would say these boxes here when they're above 300% discount. Then I would say just anvils, always the ones that are 200%, and from time to time the one on 111. I would say maybe every second day you should buy one of them. I'm gonna be testing this week moving forward, so it's Sunday now. I'm on 13k gems I have spent. I wanna try to really keep track how many gems have I spent on anvils, what is my roughly daily intake, and then try to give you an update when we get to next weekend. There will be other videos on this game during the week because now again my voice is finally back to normal over sickness and everything. So I want to give you an update like what can you afford to spend if you just only go for anvils here? What if you only go for the 200% and how much of this can you actually afford to mix in to either be stable or tiny growth? So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? How do you feel about the game? Are you a light spender? Are you a whale? Total free to play? Let me know, and I'll see you all next video.